Fuck you, Tony. Got a group of failures and they're all my friends. Got a group of drinks and the bottles never end. And the night's gotta rock, gotta roll, and I got to fuck. In the heart of no morals, babe, well, you're gonna get stuck.
Right. Thank you guys for tuning into Joint Narcissism. And every episode, if you got one, smoke one. At the beginning of every show, we smoke a bowl. We got to set the tune. We got to be in the same vibe so that you can get what's going on in the podcast. So, while I'm packing this bowl, we have Rubii on the podcast.
Hey guys.
And Rubii is... Who are you, Rubii?
What do you mean, who am I?
I don't know. Who are you, babe?
Your babe?
I'm not babe. Did you grab the lighter? God
I have
damn
it in my pocket.
Always somebody pocketing lighters.
What's up with that lighter, though?
I don't like those lighters.
They work,
Do you want to do the honors?
No.
You don't want to do the honors? You're not going to hit it?
Uh-uh.
Aw.
I don't want to.
Okay,
Otherwise,
fine.
do you want me to talk?
You'll talk.
I'll sound more dumb.
Ah.
It'll take me a while to think.
Okay, whatever. I don't want to smoke one.
I'm good. Thanks, though.
All right. I need to empty out some water in the blunt. That thing always like blah, right in my mouth.
Yeah, it's too full.
Yeah. Too full of cum. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because that's what you fill your bongs with cum.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross.
And then I take that cum and then I make babies with it.
Just 2. That's it. No more babies.
Okay.
You're making babies elsewhere, babe?
How do you think I supplement this family? You think I really make this much money cleaning pools?
You're a donor, babe?
Yeah. Heck yeah.
What if
I'm
I
a
become one of those, like,
donor.
surrogate mothers and, like, just so you can
weird.
get paid?
But that's weird.
I
I mean,
wouldn't do it.
it's
I wouldn't do it.
admirable. It's admirable, but it's like weird because everybody knows there's emotions.
Yeah, I know. That's
Like-
why I wouldn't do it.
Women will fall in love with an animal that will cuddle with it, right? And they'll be their baby. They'll take it everywhere in their purse, or they'll like. I see girls like on schedule on my routes, walking their dogs or jogging with their dogs, or at the
Little
park
doggy lovers.
playing with their dogs. Like they love them. So to have a human of your own species, not of your own DNA, but it's growing inside of you. It's eating your stuff. It's kicking inside of
It's
you.
poking you inside.
Yeah. And then, I mean, it is 9 months. And when you think about it, 9 months ain't shit. 9 months ain't shit. But I can't say that
gonna say.
because I'm not pregnant. I think if there was ever a time in my life where I grew a baby inside of me for 9 months and then pushed it out of my dick hole,
Oh.
I think I would be like, this little son of a bitch
Is
had
mine.
better fucking, he better be the best person ever. He better change the world, because now my dick is destroyed.
Not every girl's vaginas are destroyed.
Yeah, but we're talking about different anatomy.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about a dick. I think if a dick were to stretch out
Probably
that
not
much,
go
it
back.
will never go back.
you'll be like, instead of like squirting pee, you'll just be flowing out.
It'd fall out. It's just like
yeah, a waterfall.
like the occasional waterfall. Just
That would suck.
yeah.
You'd have to like get it sewn.
You'd
back
have to
up.
like get it. They'd have to cut it, or you can get a dick transplant. But I've been
did not know
seeing
that.
these transplants lately, and the way they look. Nah, I'm good.
It's all scarred up or what?
That shit looks weird.
I didn't
Like
know that
homeboy-
you can do that.
Some dude just got a face transplant. Looks fucking horrible. This the one dude got a double arm transplant.
A what?
Looks fucking weird.
A W arm?
Double arm
Oh.
transplant. Like he got 2 arms attached to him that are
Wow.
not his. And
Do
it
they
looks
work?
Weird. Yeah, but it's not like good. It's not like how we are. It's
That's
not like you
crazy.
just go back and you can fucking play the piano. No, he's like barely able to hold shit.
But I'm pretty sure within
Over time.
time,
Yeah, but we're talking like 10, 20 years.
that's crazy.
It's
Mm-mm.
weird, man. Like, I think that shit's weird.
I think that's crazy.
I think fuck it.
Mm.
You know? Fuck it. Like, as far as I would go is robot arms. That's it. Nothing else. I would not have...
Just make your own arms robot arms, you mean, right? Like,
No, like, even if I
have
were to lose
extra
my
arms.
No, if I were to lose my arms.
Yeah.
Like,
and
I
then-
wouldn't... Yeah, I would want robot prosthetics. with-
Okay, yeah. Just one pair of arms.
Yeah, I wouldn't want fucking
Fucking 4 arms.
someone else's arms.
It's weird.
Like, fuck, how many dicks has this dude touched? Like, what did he do with his hands? Like, there's energies attached to people's bodies because of the things they've done. That's why, like, some people, you get vibes from them when you see them. Like, some people just have a look and you're just like, I don't like him. I already know who he is just from looking at him. I get that a lot. That's why a lot of people
Or
don't
like
like
for
me
girls,
right away.
like they see a girl right away. Oh, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
She's a
Every guy
Or
says
that
like
guy.
every girl's
That guy
a bitch.
looks like a dick.
What's up, girl? And then she doesn't pay attention. I'm like, what a bitch. Man. Like, I would have said what's up. She said what's up to me. But I did. Let's turn off that air.
It's too loud.
Yeah, I could hear it. We have the exhaust fan on because
No, it's,
we're
like,
burning.
super
We're
quiet.
burning in one of those recycled compressed logs in the wood stove because it's getting cold.
And it's too smoky in here.
And it started getting smoky, so I had to turn on the exhaust fan to, so we don't die.
You can breathe a little bit.
Yeah. So what's up, babe? How are you doing?
Doing good, feeling good.
Yeah.
You know, drinking platinums.
Oh,
Well, a platinum.
oh. I can't drink platinums anymore. It's really hard.
Those are bad times.
Yeah, platinum. I did a lot of very stupid things when I would get blackout drunk from like 6.
I think we both did very stupid
and
things.
yeah, 6 or 9 platinums, and I would black out and turn into a demon.
Turn into monsters.
Yeah, we were terrible. So
Yeah.
I stopped. I started drinking Heineken.
Now
like
Heineken.
Heineken.
Oh, I
And
like the
you drink.
Clamatos now.
Yeah, you like the Clamatos from Bud Light.
They're so good. I love them. But I want to get like the real micheladas, like the real ones.
Don't you have to make them?
Yeah, you have to make them. This one girl from work told me how she does it, and I completely forgot how she does it now. I remember she said she put something inside it that I thought was
Garlic and
weird.
Pepper.
Did you say garlic?
Yeah, I think you said garlic.
No,
it's
it
on the
wasn't.
podcast. It's on YouTube.
Oh yeah, I did talk about it already.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't garlic. It was something else.
Mm-hmm.
But I forgot. I have to look it up on YouTube and try to do it myself. But yeah, I've tried one time at Mariscos, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I'll try another one.
That's good.
But other than that, just chilling.
Just chilling, huh?
And I work
Killing
at
it.
Amazon now.
Yeah.
For the people that don't
Killing
know.
it. Yeah. Well, it's a new show. No one knows. No one knows who you are.
Oh, that's right. We're doing the new show. I was wondering why you didn't do the intro, the original intro that you usually have.
Well, duh.
So this one doesn't have an intro at all?
No, I'm waiting.
That's right. That's right. I remember.
Yeah, I put out the feelers. A couple of people said they would give it a try, but I haven't heard anything back.
So, yeah, I was just talking like everybody knew who I was.
Mm-hmm.
And now, well, for people that don't know, I'm Tony Rager's girlfriend / baby mom
/ ex-fiance
/ ex-fiance. It's a long story.
Yeah.
If they haven't heard it.
They haven't.
Oh. When were you going to tell that story?
You can tell it right now.
Okay, well, we got together in 2014. 2014. It was
Was it?
2000. Yeah.
Okay.
Then we were together for like 2 years.
And
then
close.
Almost 2 years. Broke up for like 4 months, which was not too long ago, and recently got back together in, I want to say August, close to September.
Yeah.
Because I know it was around my birthday.
Yeah.
In September.
2 weeks before,
But
the beginning
before we broke up for the 4 months, we were engaged. And we got back together, and now we're boyfriend and girlfriend again.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird.
Isn't it weird that the title has to change?
Yeah.
Like that
everybody still calls you. Nobody even calls you my fiance. Everybody calls you my husband. Like,
yeah, it's because
everybody.
of where we live. If we lived in like somewhere nice where people are civilized, they would refer to me as your fiance.
But you're not. You're not even. You're just my boyfriend. People call you my husband. Can you hand me one of those closed beers over there? Whichever one is colder. Please.
Yeah, here.
Thank you. Yeah. I think that's really weird. So I won't tell anybody that, oh, I'm his ex-fiance, but his girlfriend, because that's kind of...
Yeah, I like to point it out because I'm annoying.
Yeah, it's weird. So I just say my boyfriend. But I still think that it's weird saying that you're my boyfriend.
I don't like it.
So just like, I'm his babe. That's my babe. That's about it.
That's my babe. My babe.
Whatever you wanna call it.
Yeah, those were wild times. Like, we changed a lot. I feel like you've changed. I hope.
Try. I feel like there's less, because before it was a lot of arguing, a lot of fighting. I mean, there's still arguing, but I don't think it's anywhere as bad as it was before.
I don't even. It's like small little things. Anybody who gets into those, it's not uncommon.
Why are you...
Am I talking slow?
Yeah, you're talking
it's because I got the headphones on.
You're talking like...
Super
really
duper
slow.
calm.
Like this.
God damn it. My bad, you guys. It's because of the headphones. I want to make sure I'm at a good distance on this mic. And I need to get the adapter pieces for the headphones so that I can use the headphone amplifier so I can hear what's being said and stuff without hearing myself. But yeah. What was I saying? Oh, that it's not uncommon that people, get into small arguments here and there.
No, yeah.
It happens a lot. And before, you considered those fights, and that would frustrate me, and I'd be like, we're not fucking fighting. This is normal. But I think you changed a lot.
Well, living with because the 4 months that I was gone, I was in Hesperia. And I can hear myself in those headphones. That's weird.
I'll get it. Hold on.
Anyways, I lived with my grandparents, and my sister and her boyfriend lived in there also, and they fought all the time, every day, and it would get pretty bad. And so it made me realize, okay, well, our relationship wasn't that bad. I mean, we've had, I think, the instances,
like two big
the
instances,
situation,
like two
the
really
situations,
big ones,
like I think they were pretty bad. And I don't even know if they went over the line like that, but the way that they fight and argue every day, that was worse than what we would argue about.
Yeah, and you're better at talking things out now, way better than you were before.
I try.
Yeah, I could tell.
And you say that I don't know how to shut my mouth, which he says a lot, but I do. There are times where I keep my mouth closed, and
I notice when you're completely sober. Yeah.
When I'm completely yeah. Well, you already know if I'm drinking or something. Well, mainly drinking because I don't smoke a lot anymore. But yeah, if I'm drinking, I'll say something. I don't care.
Yeah, I know.
But you're the same way. You're the same way. So talk a lot of shit. But we don't even get drunk like that anymore. Like I don't even remember the last time I was like really drunk.
Yeah, I think we just
besides the time that we went to
adapted to what we know is right. Body knows like, all right, this is too much. That shit happens when you drink a little bit over this.
Excuse me. Yeah. Besides the one time when we went to the the show. Yeah. That was the only bad time when we got back together.
Disappointing night.
That was really bad.
The whole night. Like,
it was a really bad night, you guys.
So we went to the Fighter and the Kid live in the Brea Improv, and I went specifically. I bought VIP tickets, like to meet them and to try to promote my own show and to talk to them or whatever. But it didn't end up the way that I hoped. You know, I was a little buzzed, and I was super nervous. I was talking fast and. Yeah, it was a bad night.
Being a little extra,
then on the way home,
weird.
I don't know. We were drinking. Something happened. We started acting crazy. It was a bad night. Got home. Everything was fine. We got home. Made up.
No, not when we got home.
The next day?
Just went to bed. Yeah, the next day was better.
Yeah.
And then
And we're just like, man, fuck this shit. Why we keep getting drunk for it? Bad shit happens all the time. That's why I smoke a lot of weed now, because I just prefer bad shit not to happen. Weed calms me down, makes me rational.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think me not bothering you and giving you your space to where you can relax and think and relieve your stress.
Yeah.
Up in the man cave.
Process that. It's just like too much traffic in my brain. It just stresses me out. You know, and my drive to do all this stuff, and there's too much going on in my brain at one time. It causes me to overload. So being up here helps a lot. Even though sometimes it feels like I don't get much done, but you know, I create a lot of cool shit.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
And the goal is one day to make it profitable. So.
One day we're gonna leave San Bernardino, you guys.
Get the fuck out of the city.
Because San Bernardino is a shithole.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. I'm sorry for the people that live in San Bernardino and love your city.
Fuck
I don't understand why.
I can't relate with anybody here that
maybe it's
every
not
time I
the
meet
city.
natives that like have generations of family that grew up here, like I'm just like, I really don't like you.
A lot of people, like I've heard you say, and I've heard other people say, like San Bernardino used to be great.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't here when it was great. Okay.
I've only experienced the shit
ever since I've been here, and I've lived here for like 16, 17 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been shitty. And then moving over here on Del Rosa, oh my goodness, it's the worst.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Yeah, I've lived here since like 96 or 97.
Yeah, you've been here pretty much your whole life.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Been here a long time.
Mm.
No, it'd be like 95.
I moved here in like 2000, I think. Yeah, I
moved here when I was like 6. I like started second grade here, so I was like 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm 28, 21 years ago.
It's a long time.
And I got here when it just started getting bad. Like I got here when it was bad, but it wasn't as nowhere near as bad as it is now. It's terrible.
Like living here.
The field was actually the field used to be nice to walk through.
Living here with you in this area is pretty bad. Where I was living at before with my grandma when she was living here in San Bernardino before she moved up to Hesperia, that area is actually really nice. I mean, there's like situations that happened, like little instances.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was never really around us. Now here, you hear gunshots in the field, fucking drive-bys down our street.
Yeah, constant drive-bys.
Yes, and we're not even on. Well, we're next to, I guess,
A
almost
block
the
away
main
from the
street,
ghetto.
like the main street.
Oh yeah,
the
the
right
main
there. And it's crazy.
backyard, walk right out to it.
Yeah. So yeah, we need to get out of here, especially because we have a son. If you guys don't know, we have a son.
Yeah, his son is 2 years old.
2 years old. He just turned 2, and raising him, and he's lived in this house his whole life, his whole 2 years of his life, and yeah, it's a pretty shitty place to raise a kid. But I mean, you gotta work with it. It's what we got.
Yeah, we do pretty good with it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like affecting our ability.
No.
It just makes it a little uncomfortable to go on family walks or whatever. We can do that. I'm pretty confident we won't get fucked with, but still, there's still that fear of like, oh, maybe there's a drive-by out of nowhere could happen. You know?
It's scary.
Like we could walk down the street and not get bothered. It's just a little uncomfortable because we're a little bougie. We're a little more bougie than the people live
But
here because we
really
have bigger
messes with
goals
us.
and we see the world differently. But
I think it's a good thing that we know, kind of like your acquaintances with the guy down the street, which I'm pretty sure a lot of bad shit starts from either there or
I'm not stupid.
from the
I've lived
apartments.
I've lived here for over 20 years.
Yeah, so
I know. Like, okay, so this guy, he's a big troublemaker. He steals, he robs. Like, that's what he does. He goes in and out of jail. He's a tweaker,
and then he comes over here and sells it to you.
Yeah, I do not buy alleged stolen property. That's not what I do. But if it's something I want, it's at a good price. I mean, this is the West.
If it's working.
This is the West, motherfucker.
If it works.
9/10 of the law, bitch. I don't know that it's stolen. I assume it is. But my moral compass doesn't go that way.
Well, I mean, he's home all day. He ain't got a job.
But the idea is to establish a sort of respect, to have respect of these people.
Yeah.
To never disrespect them, and to never choose a side, and just lay the ground rules. Like I told both when those two fools were beefing it that one time, the one fool has tattoos all over his face. That used to live in apartments. That one chick.
Oh yeah.
I told him, I was like, dude, I don't care what you guys do, man. Just keep it, like, aim away from my fucking house. I was like, don't fuck with my house. Like, dude, I was like, dude, I don't care. I was like,
babies.
I'll mind my fucking business. I told him the same shit. I was like, I don't care what the fuck's happened. Just stay away from my house. I got security cameras everywhere. I'm ready, But it's an automatic gain of respect, even if it's a little abrasive.
Yeah.
Especially in the ghetto. The only place that doesn't work is somewhere bougie, somewhere upscale. That sort of mentality doesn't fly.
No.
That respect thing. No. That's not how it works because there's no consequences on that side. In this reality, there's consequences for not honoring, the unwritten laws.
Yeah.
And I get it. So I gain a respect with them. I never step on their toes. They don't step on mine, and that's the way it should be. If I'm gonna live here, I have to make it the best environment that I can, and that's the only way I can do it.
You can't really we can't really complain. We got a, like how you say, we got a roof over our heads. We don't have to really pay rent, just the bills.
Yeah.
So
this is a very lucky situation.
It's not everything that we want, but it's everything that we need.
It's a great starting point.
Starting point. Well,
it's a great starting point because it can only go up.
That's
It
true.
can go down, but if we do what we're supposed to, and be responsible, respectable home livers. Yard needs looks nice, take care of the house, pay the bills. That's it. And we can stay here forever long as we need, and that's great because we know our overhead is low, and that gives us a chance to grow. It gives us a chance to save and put things away and build up towards something great.
Yeah.
What we want rather than settling for what we can have. That's what my idea is. That's what I'm building towards. I wanna spend my hard-earned money on something I want.
Yeah.
A house that I'm fucking excited to go home to every day. I see it, I'm just happy about it. I'm just like, God damn it, that's mine.
Just kidding.
It might be a mess, but apparently it's a part of my personality. I can't avoid messes.
But when that happens, because I'm sure it will one day, maybe in the future, you're gonna have to have a man cave.
Oh fuck yeah. It'd be a big old man cave.
The kids the other day, there's these kids that come over and they want to
Do yard work.
and so that they can earn a little bit of money. Tony says he did that, and that's how he met Tom, which is the owner of this house.
Yeah.
Which has passed. He passed
Mhm.
away. I'm not really sure when. What year was it?
2012.
2012.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so. That's how he met Tom, because he cleaned his yard.
Yeah, I did yard work and stuff for him.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
there's
met
these
him.
kids now. They're doing the same thing, and they came over the other day, and I told him
last weekend.
that day, and when it was raining.
Mm-hmm. Oh
And,
yeah.
I was just like, oh, he's upstairs, and they're like, oh, you guys have an upstairs? And I was just like, yeah, the garage. It's there's 2-story. There's a little room up there where he chills. And they're like, oh, that's so cool. And I was just like, yeah. No, I thought it was funny. That was cute.
Yeah.
But,
That I like that. I like that shit because, like, to me, I feel like I'm inspiring them. I'm giving them
I
something to
hope
look
so.
up to, because that's one of my theories of the reason why the ghetto perpetuates is because there's no role model. There's nothing to
Mhm.
look up to aspire to.
Mhm.
There's no one around to show them that things are possible.
Yeah.
And that's why, people always get upset about, kids that grow up with rich and wealthy families. They always end up with nice things.
Mm-hmm.
And there's two ways that you can look at that. It can be either it was handed to them by their parents, or their parents gave them the tools to be successful at a young age because they already figured it out and their kids were smart enough to listen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I hope to do. I hope to I want to inspire young kids.
Mhm.
Like, my number one peak goal for all of this is to create a creative empire here locally in the Inland Empire, to make the Inland Empire the new Hollywood hub of creativeness, and to use only the local kids that live there, and make it like a $10 monthly fee to come in and use all the equipment to express all of their ideas on any media platform that they want.
That'd be cool.
YouTube,
open up a little.
podcast, anything that they want to do,
Mhm.
film. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do all this, like, just give them the tools that they need to be
I
successful.
think they need that here. In
Nobody-
Summer,
nobody's given the
because all these
tools.
kids are just like
I know I wasn't.
running amok.
You don't,
down the
just because they're not
streets.
given the tools.
I know.
What is the common parent around here, right?
Mm-hmm.
They live on welfare and they sit around, they do nothing all day.
Yeah.
Common, right? Kids go out, get out of my hair, get out, because they're always with their kids, so they never want to see them. So what are the kids doing? They're out running on the streets.
Yep.
Running on the streets, hanging out with gangbangers, people selling drugs, acting hard, So that's what they look up to. That's
Yeah, I
what
was
kids
gonna
look
say,
up
yeah,
to.
That's exactly.
Like, when I grew up around taggers and people who were in crews and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where my life took me up until 10th grade, when I saw that it wasn't a good way to go.
Yeah.
Because
Well, that's good that you've seen that, but not a lot of
not
kids
a lot of
will
people
see that. Not a lot
Well,
of
that's
kids
because
will
I
see
started. That's when I was living with Tom, and I saw that I had potential for other things, and
Mhm. Because I'm sure, like, he would talk to you and tell you, like,
yeah,
he was being
actually
a role
had little
model.
sit downs with me. It was a little awkward when he would do it because I knew what he was doing,
Mm-hmm.
but I respected him too much to say anything. I just but it was real awkward when he would try to have sit downs with me and stuff.
And that's what I was thinking. Like, you should have these kids. Well, I'm sure these kids will come over as much as they can, so they can try to earn money. But I think that you should be their role model, because you'd be a perfect example for a role model for them, and maybe they can look up to you the way that you looked up to Tom.
Yeah.
They
I
were
wouldn't-
chilling outside for a while earlier today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're just standing by the gate. They
Well,
wanted to
they
open it,
wanna
and then
make
they
money,
didn't.
But I don't.
We're
I mean,
not-
I guess
we're not
like,
rich.
Yeah, we're not rich, but I could spare 20.
There was only two of them.
Yeah, I could
There's
spare.
only two
I
of
could
them.
have them kill it in the backyard and give them a 20, and they'd be happy. Not only is that financially cool for me, and little economically responsible for them, because I think
Mhm.
handing little kids a bunch of money is not a good idea.
I think next time you should tell them when they come to
I need to pick
limit
a couple
the
of kids.
kids.
Yeah, 'cause
only
last
a few
time,
kids, because everybody
kids showed
came.
up.
Yeah, there was like 4 originally or
4
3.
originally.
And then like ended up being like 10 of them.
Yeah.
And they were just chilling while the kids were like raking up the leaves and everything, and they were all expecting for them to get money and share it or however, and it didn't work out. Like, you
Yeah.
gave $20 to one kid, and one of the kids that was working hard didn't get it because the little boy lied and said that his little brothers weren't doing anything because he didn't want to share with them. Yeah, so yeah, it'd be better for less kids, pick a day, like this week you guys come, next week you guys come, That's why that way it'll be equal and fair.
Yeah, I think I'll have him do it this weekend because I need to get some yard work done.
Yeah, it's pretty much all brushed up. But
just the leaves,
Mm-hmm.
Fuck all that shit.
But yeah, I think that'll be great.
Yeah.
You have them come clean. You be out there watching them, talking to them. But yeah, you have to watch them though too, just to make sure that they're doing anything that way. In case
I tell them that there's cameras everywhere. I can see them in the house.
Yeah, but I'm saying like in case like how last time the mom came and was just like, were they helping? Because she was the one that said, oh well, it's because my oldest son said that they weren't helping. That's why she came and wanted to make sure. But they did say the other little boy pretty much took off.
Yeah.
The money. I thought that was messed up.
It's the ghetto. It's because that's what he sees money and he wants it. He doesn't want to share it. Yeah, he was one of the original ones that came up and asked. He was the one that came up and asked me. I'm sure he didn't invite everyone that came.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably why he felt like what are all these kids? Yeah,
I get it. That's why.
But isn't that the one that you said wasn't really? He was like
slacking
off a little bit.
Slacking off a little bit.
It was probably because he wanted to do it and he's seen all the little other kids, like
fuck it.
Like what are they doing,
He took the managerial position.
He's like, I'm gonna let them do it and I'm gonna watch them, but I'm gonna take their money. I'm gonna take their money.
Capitalism at its best.
Maybe he's probably really smart. I wouldn't doubt it. I
wouldn't mind
just because they're bad
I think that kid has
potential.
That kid has potential.
That's what I was saying. Yeah,
I can see something in him. That's why I always.
He's the one that came back in the when it was raining. Him and the other two little boys that were chilling out in the front today.
So I need to have a talk with him though first.
What?
I want to have a talk with him though first.
I think you should talk to like the four main ones that came and be like, I want you guys to come. You know, like just you guys. I don't, if the other kids come, they can hang out, but they're not.
And I'm doing this to make myself feel good about myself.
Yeah, but it'll help too, though. It'll help them. That way because I'm sure they probably don't have a role model. I don't know who their dad is, how their dad is, who their mom is, how their mom is.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe they don't have a great role model, and you can be that.
That's important. I think that's super crucial. For success is to have something to build off from, some building blocks, because if you're thrown at the world with only one view of it, it's very hard to come out of that. That's why this whole ghetto system, warehouse housing, it's basically the block over like a whole block of apartments considered warehouse housing. They could fit thousands of people on that block, where normally a block of houses probably fit 50 people. Something like that. And it's a trap. It's no way out.
Yeah.
That's why I think that might be part of the reason why I want to refuse to never live in an apartment building. I don't want to live around people.
Well, I mean, not all.
I don't want rules.
I don't apartments buildings are bad.
Yeah, but I don't want rules.
Depends on where you're at.
I don't want rules. I want my own yard. I want a garage, a nice big 2-car garage. I want yard all the way around my house.
Well, the reason people, not even just the apartments, but the community homes where it's all gated and whatever, and those have rules, but those people live there for safety.
Yeah.
So that nobody,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but that's sacrificing liberty for safety. You don't do that. You can't have either. If you do
well,
either.
if you have kids,
that's
probably what they look at more.
You have to be smart, man. Talk to the kids. Tell the kids the way the world is. Be honest with them. Tell them about the people that they see. Explain why they are the way they are.
Yeah.
That's what I do. That's what I do with Hazel, with everything. I explain, like even on rainy days and you see people crashing, and I explain why people crash. I explain my daughter everything so that she doesn't have to go through the world wondering about these subtle things that I've already figured out.
Yeah.
Like I can hand that knowledge down so that her life is easier in that sense. I'm not making her life easier as in handing her a house and a car and $1 million in a trust fund. I'm making her life easier with a gang of fucking common sense knowledge. And I think that's super important. Like, the common sense knowledge has to be able to adapt with the society that we're living in.
Yeah.
You know, in order for us to like make money, to make live together and not kill each other. And all that stuff. I think that's what I would want to do at the end of the day, is be a mentor, be a flagship for someone to look up to in this generation, because in the generation before, I would say they had Jerry Brown from Stater Brothers. Like, he was a guy that took it from the bottom to the top, you know. A lot of famous people came out of San Bernardino. The McDonald's brothers, I think Carl's Jr. too, maybe. Wieners, all these other, a bunch of stuff. But anyways, on that note, of mentorship, I think we're gonna call it a night on this episode of Joint Narcissism.
Sorry, it was kind of short.
No, it's fine. Be sure to subscribe, rate and review on iTunes and Stitcher. Follow me on all social media at GSMH Productions. Bye.